Hi guys, this is Jessica Maldonado, and in this video I'm going to show you how to set up your blog within LSN. So I already set up my own personal blog. I'm going to show you exactly how that looks like. As you can see here, this is my blog. I just fixed it up very quickly, but since I know a lot of you don't know how to set up your blog, this video is going to be able to help you do that. So going back, all you have to do is scroll to the bottom to where it says blog. When you click on that, it's going to ask you to activate it. This is the page of the person who's letting me use his blog for this example. And so this is his username. You won't be able to change that, but you can create your own password, and you're going to want to do that here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then click on update profile. Okay, so once you have this, now we can get started with your website. And if you see here on dashboard, or even at the top, you're going to be able to see this is the blog that we just created. Okay, so what you want to do is click on dashboard. This is where you're going to be editing everything about your website. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to show you a couple things here. I want you to get a little bit familiarized with these terms as we're going to be showing you where they are going to be appearing on your website. This is the post area, and I'm going to show you exactly what that is. This right here is a post. As I create posts, it's going to push this post down and appear a new post with a different content and information. This one's just going to be below it. So just know that any posts that you create are going to appear here on your front page. Going back, this is media. This is where you're going to be hosting all of your images. The next thing is pages. Now going back, I want you to see here that these are pages. Okay, all these tabs at the top, they are pages. So I want you to think about which tabs you want for your page. You can use these same ones if you want, or just be creative and create your own, or add different ones. But that is where they're going to be appearing. The next thing is the comments. This is to moderate comments. When somebody goes to your site and comments, then you can choose to approve the comment or to delete the comment if it's just spammy. Okay, these are the theme options. I'm going to go through them a little bit later on. All right, next is the appearance. And if you click here on themes, you're going to be able to see this is what everybody has to start with. Okay, this is the same exact page. I'm going to go back, so I want you to see it. This is the page. It doesn't look anything like, but it is. Okay, so basically, the pages are up here, the posts appear here, and anything that I want to appear on the site, I'll show you exactly where that is. But I want to show you how customizable this theme really is. So you might see this and you're like, oh my goodness, that looks horrible, or that's very simple. But look, it's the same thing. It's the same big fonts for the header, and it's the same thing. It's just up to you to add the images, and I'm going to show you how to do that, okay, in the customize section. The next part that I'm going to be going to is widgets. Okay, so I want you to click on widgets, and I'm going to show you exactly what that is. Anything that appears here on the right side of your blog are your widgets. Okay, so you can add your pages here, your posts, recent posts. You can add anything that you want to that area, and you can see here all these options that you have. About me, it would be like a little square talking about you. Just to show you how that is, you just click and drag it and then drop it, and then you can start writing about yourself here. Okay, so I'm going to take that out again. If you have Instagram, Facebook, you want to add a Facebook widget, anything that you want to add, Twitter, go through these areas. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but I do recommend that you have a pen and paper handy and write down these terms, as I'm going to go briefly over them, because I want you to get the general idea of what each one is for, and then you take your time just creating and filling out the blanks. You know what I mean? So this is this part that appears on your sidebar. If you want to take these out, I'm going to show you exactly how this looks right now. this is what his page looks like right now. Okay, very, very simple. The only thing that has an image is this part right here. Recent posts, recent comments, archives, categories, meta. You know, you don't really need all of that. In order to take that out, you simply click and drag it out. Again, drag it out. Or you can just click here and click on delete. It works either way. This one, something about meta, I'm going to show you. If you go to your blog directly and you know your own link, all you have to do is click here. It's going to say to log in. Now right now I am logged in, so it's just going to show me log out. But this is just an easy way for you to find a way to log in back into your account at any time. Okay, you can leave that there, you can take that out, however you'd like. Okay, so going back, the next thing that I'm going to show you, and we're going to go in through these a little bit later on, but I want to show you on settings. Okay, this is an important part, and this is where we're going to start. The first thing that you're going to do is click on general. Okay, now that we kind of understand where everything is, and I'll go into them in more detail in a moment. So this is your site title. This is what's going to be appearing on Google. So for example, I'm going to show you. I'm going to go to Google and I'm going to put LSN. Okay, this is the term. This is what you're going to be filling in right here. Okay, so you want to make sure that what you're writing here is going to be relevant, that people are going to be able to find you. All right, so right now most of these aren't even from LSN. You know, there's a couple of other businesses. Here's one for LSN. So you see, anything that they write here, it's what's ranking, and you want to put something in there that ranks well. So I'm going to go back. So I'm going to change this to join LSN with Alden. And then you can put a tagline, top MLM tools for your business. This is just an example, guys, and you can change this at any time. But I just want to show you exactly, you know, what you need to do. First of all, change the title and change the tagline, and then we're going to click on save. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to the bottom here where it says permalinks. All right. Right now, this would be a huge, you know, a very long link for any post that you create, and we want to make it as simple as possible. So we're just going to click here on post name to make sure that any post that you create has a very simple name, has the exact keywords that you write in your post are going to appear here. So we're going to leave that, change it to post name, and click on save changes. Next, we're going to go right back up here. I'm going to show you what this is. I'm going to click on writing. And this area, there is no need to touch it whatsoever, okay? Unless you create a category up here, I'll show you in a moment, you can change that. But since right now this is a fairly new blog, there's nothing to see here. Okay, next is reading. This part is important, okay? So what I want you to understand is this area here has a static page option. Now, you've probably seen blogs that don't actually show posts like this. They'll actually show a page, a sample page. Let me show you. This is what a page for the front home page would look like. Okay, so you have that option. You can make your page appear like this when somebody goes directly to your blog, or it could look like a blog post. So in order to do that, you go here. And if you want a page to be your front page, you'll select that here. Right now we just have the sample page. If you want the post to be your main page, but you want a particular specific post, then you're going to search for that post name here. Okay, if you want it just how it is, the latest post to be the top of your page, you can just leave it here at your latest post and then just click on save. Okay, and the next thing is, if it's a blog post and you want it to show the full text as it does right here. This is the front, my front page, and it has full text. Okay, then you can leave it as it is. If you wanted to just show a summary of what you're writing about, but then it will say like click here to read more, then you'll leave it as a summary, and then they'll be taken to read the whole thing. The reason why I would recommend this if you're going to be writing a lot of posts is because it would be very, very long, like a lot of messages. So if you make them short, then it will just, it won't take up so much space. Okay, that's just a tip. You decide how you want yours to look. All right, the next part is discussion. And this part, the only thing that I recommend is you click here. Comment must be manually approved. And I know there's a lot of systems out there, they have like bots that do post comments that aren't even relevant. They're just promo types of comments promoting a product or service that has nothing to do with your business. So in order to avoid that, you click here to manually approve, and what's going to happen is you're going to receive an email every time you receive a comment on your page, and you'll be able to approve it. So with that, going all the way down and click on Save Changes. All right, so we finished with the settings. Now we're going to go up to the appearance options. Okay, we're going to go to General Options. All right, so I'm going to show you a couple of things here. Favicon, you don't need to touch this. The logo, if you have a specific logo that you want to add to your page, you can add that there. If not, it will just appear something like this. If you want a logo, then it's going to appear something like this. So if you have something that you can use for a logo, or you have Paint, for example, there's a program that almost every computer has is Paint. You can create just the words and then save it as a picture, or have somebody create it for you, and then you can click here to add a logo, and you'll be able to remove this one and upload your own personal logo. Okay, so I'm not going to do that here because that is a separate tutorial, but just so you know, you have that option. So I'm going to take this off for the moment. Okay, if you want to have a search bar at the top of your page, you can add that. I'm just going to take it off. All right, so if you have Google Analytics, you can add that code here. If you do not know what that is simply a code that Google provides. You would have to actually search Google Analytics, and it will let you know how many people have gone to your page per day. So it's a cool way of knowing the traffic that's going to your site and where they're coming from. Okay, so just remember, if you want to learn more about this, simply go to Google and search it. You'll be able to create an account and get your own personal code and add that here. Okay, so click on Save Changes. Next part is layout options. Okay, this lets you make a box layout. So I'm going to show you what a box layout. This is a box layout. Okay, and I highly recommend this. So I'm going to go back here. Oh, keep getting confused. And I'm going to click on to make sure that it's on. And if you want to use a pattern image for your background, which is the same thing that I did, you can click here and do that. Okay, so we're going to remove the image that is there, and then we can upload any image. So I'm going to actually do this with you. If you want to include an image, if not, it will just appear like a gray background. So I'm just going to go back to Google Images, and then write down the image that you want. So I'm going to put background, and I'll probably put like an orange. If you have something in mind that you would like to use for your own personal background, feel free to look for that right now. Okay, so when I look for a background for a page, I'll usually go here to Search Tools, choose the size that I want, put exactly, and this is the size that I always use, 1920, and then 1080. All right. So when I do that, it will only show me the images that fit that criteria. And I'm just going to choose one here. And guys, you can choose whatever you want. Let me see if I see something that looks okay. For this example, I'm just going to use this one. Nope, wrong size. All right. So I'm going to click on Save As. And then I'm going to use it in orange. Okay. So I just chose that color because of this one. I want to see if it looks okay with that. So I'm going to upload that image. And then I'm going to select the file and then repeat all. Click on save, and then now we can check out the blog and see if it looks okay or if it doesn't. Okay, so as you can see, it's starting to come together. We have that orange one or whichever color that you chose, and you can always change this color later. Okay, so now we're going to start fixing up the pages. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here. Okay, so before we do that, I forgot to go through these options. I want to show you what other options that you have. Okay, so click on blog options, and as you can see here, the blog layout right now, this is the way that we have it. This is what I recommend because these look like too much clutter on the page, and it really is going to not have people stay on your site long enough to read what you have. So I'll leave that as it is. I'll leave this as it is, and then you can just read over these, but I would personally just leave everything as it is. Okay, footer options. Okay, you want to show a footer? Yes. Social media, if you have social media accounts, you can leave that as an on and just start filling these out with your own personal links. Since I don't know his personal links, I will just leave that as it is, but you can add your own. You know, if you feel that I'm going too quickly and you want to do this, just feel free to pause the video. Okay, so lastly, we have the show copyright. Okay, right now I'm going to show you exactly what it says. It says this information. So what I did is I just took that out and I just put my own. And so what you can do is take this out, or you can write here copyright 2014, and then here's going to go your own personal link. I'm going to put leadsystemnetwork.com/Joel, which is his. And make sure you don't touch anything else except what it says in here. Okay, that's very important, because if not, this code is not going to work. You can take this powered by WordPress. Take that out. And then this again, you can take all of this out. So all that we're going to be leaving is copyright 2014. This is the code for your website, and then in between here is where you're actually going to put the link or the page that you want people to see. Okay, so I'm going to put leadsystemnetwork.com/Joel, and I'm going to save that. So as you can see, that is between two codes. We have, this is one code that goes at the end, and this is another code that goes before that link. Okay, I want to take this out. I'm sorry. So let's take this out, leave it as a space, and then save change. And now we can go back to the page and check it out. All right. So now you can see it. You can change that if you want. I realize that this size is a little bit smaller. If you want to have everything in the same size, then you can simply cut this and make a space and just paste it in there. It will just make the whole thing a link, but it will still look okay as well. That is completely optional, guys, you know. Okay, so next we're going to go to Google Map option. I personally do not want to use Google Maps, so I'm going to take this off and save changes. And lastly, we have theme information. This is just going to show you a little bit of information on the theme. This is not important either. So we're just going to skip this and we're going to go into the nitty-gritty, you know, the big important part of your page. And that is the pages. Okay. I'm having fun, you can tell. Okay, so we already have a sample page here, and I want to remind you what it looks like. I'm going to go back to the top. But for right now, we don't need this, okay? So what we're going to do is we're actually going to trash this page. And we're going to add a new one. Alright, so I want you to think about, take a moment and write this down on a piece of paper, what pages you want to appear here. Okay, it can be LSN opportunity. I'm going to show you the ones that I have, and you can choose your own or just add more or change them or whatever you want. Okay, so for this example, I'm just going to use the same exact ones that I have here. LSN opportunity, our team success stories. So I'm going to put that in right now. LSN opportunity. And then right now I am just going to put coming soon because we want to create the shell, right? The look and feel of the page. Okay, so we're going to put coming soon, and then you can choose if you want this page to appear as the other one did. I don't know if you remember. For example, let me go back here. LSN opportunity. See that it doesn't have the right side on it, so you can choose if you want this page to have the right side on it or not. Okay, and for this example, I am going to have the page with a sidebar. Okay, these are other options, but I wouldn't even touch this. So for right now, let's just create the pages. Another thing that I want you to see is that you see here it says LSN opportunity. It already created that for you, so you have the keyword right up in here, and that's very important. So next we're going to click on add new, and we're going to create the next page, and I'm going to put our team coming soon. So we're going to go through the same process over and over. Oh, that wasn't it. This one, here we go. Page with sidebar. And I'm going to click on publish. Alright guys, so it's coming together. Next, we're going to put success stories coming soon. Again, page with sidebar and publish. So you're kind of getting the feeling on what it is that we're doing. I'm going to refresh this page and I want to show you how it looks. As you can see, it's coming together. So if you have any other pages that you want to create, this is the time to do it. Simply pause this video and we'll continue on to the next part. Alright guys, so I already created a couple more pages. And as you can see, the order isn't exactly as we want it. Usually the contact me goes at the very end. So I'm going to show you exactly how to organize this area. And we're going to go back and we're going to go under appearance. We're going to click on menu. Okay. So as you can see, they're all here. Now all you have to do is just click and drag them over to wherever you want. Contact me all the way at the end. Join LSN. I'm going to put that over here. Once success stories. I'm going to put it over here. So just put it in the order that you want. Now I want to show you something important. When you click and you drag it, you'll see that it also lets you add that to the side. And what it does is going to become a sub menu from this page. So for example, I'm just going to leave it like that. I want you to see how it looks. I'm going to click here on create menu. Got to make it our primary menu. Click on save. And then we're going to go back and refresh the page. And now you can see that it has the order that we want. But remember, we did create a sub menu. So that is going to appear right here. I put it under LSN opportunity. So LSN pay plan is going to appear here. Right now, since this has enough space to add it, I'm going to just not make it a sub menu. But I just wanted to show you exactly how that works. So I'm going to save that. And voila, it's done. The top part is done. Alright, so next we're going to start adding content to this area. And remember, this area is where the posts go. Okay, so I'm going to go directly to posts, all posts. And there are some things that we need to do first. First of all, we have to create a category. Okay, so we're going to click on edit. We're going to delete this and then put something like LSN opportunity. And what you're going to do is anytime that you're writing about the opportunity, you can choose this as a category. So I'm going to click on update. If you're writing about LSN products, this is another category that you can be using. Oop. So I'm going to add that as a category. One more, and you can choose as many as you want. Here we got LSN compensation plan, LSN team benefits, whatever you want. Okay, now that we already have a couple of them, we're going to go and start with our first post. And you're going to see it already says hello world. We don't really need that. You can either delete it or you can simply edit this one. In this case, I'm just going to edit. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay. Alright, first of all, we want to change this area. Also, you'll see that it says hello world, and that's not exactly a keyword that you want. So I'm going to show you how to change that. So for his blog, I'm going to put LSN pays weekly. Join the LSN opportunity today. This is just an example as well. Alright, so you can always change this. And we're going to make, I don't want to really make this very long, but I'm just going to put LSN pays dash, oops. There we go. LSN pays dash weekly. So you can make sure that to have your keyword up there. Click on OK. Alright, so now I'm just going to take this out, and then you can put in your content. I'm going to show you some areas here on the right side which are important, and then we'll come in and start adding content. As you can see here on the right side, you can make this page a gallery. You can change this to show a video. You can show this, you can have this show an audio, a quote, a link. Here are the categories that we created. One second. Okay. This area is very, very important. Okay, these are tags. And what are tags? The same thing as keywords. Okay. Whenever I go to Google and I search for LSN opportunity, my keyword is LSN opportunity. So I want you to think about all the different terms that somebody might be searching for on Google that you can use, and basically you're just going to use that. The website, once it has those tags, anybody who's searching for that term in Google, this website is going to notify Google, hey, this is relevant to that term. So it's going to start ranking your website, and that's what you want. Okay, so I'm going to put here LSN opportunity, comma. LSN pays weekly, comma, LSN business, comma, LSN business opportunity. And then once you've had your list and you already know the ones that you want to add, you can do that. If you want to add more, you can add that here. Lead system network. Very important. All right, guys, so you can fill this up how, add all the keywords that you can think about. All right, so none of this is important down there. Okay, so now I want to show you in this area the different tools that you have here. I'm just going to click here to show you even more tools. I'm going to highlight this, and I want you to know this is to bold your words, to make them look bold. You can always take that out. If you want to make it italic, if you're already familiar with Microsoft Word, then this is going to be very easy for you. Just play around with this and see what you can do with this. If you have a price, you can usually use that to show that you have a better offer or something like that. If you want to add numbers or whatever that you want to do, you can do that here. If you want to make it to appear on the center of your page or on the left, right. Okay, so another important part is testing. Another important part is this area here. Remember I said that you can make it so that it only shows a summary when somebody goes directly to your page? This is what you add after where you want it to stop, where you want people to see, but then they'll have to click here in the page to be able to see more. So for this example, I'm going to continue writing, testing again, and we'll be able to see how that looks over there. Alright, so if you want to change the color of that, you can do that right here. You can choose more colors and just move this around. Alright. If you want to make it underlined, you can do that there. If you want to make it a big font, here are the different fonts that you can use, the different sizes that you can use. Okay, so you want to use the larger one or the smaller ones. So I usually use a 2 or a 3. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to update this because I want to show you how it looks. And then we can really create something here. I just want to show you the options that you have. Okay, I'm going to refresh. Okay. So as you can see here, it stopped the content. People can't see beyond that point. And if they want to see more, they'll just click here on continue reading. And then they'll be able to see anything else that you have below that line. Okay, so this is completely optional if you want to do it this way. If you don't want your keywords to appear here, there is a way to take them out. You'll still have them on the page, but they won't be visible. And to do that, I believe it's in the options. Let's see where that was. Here we go. So we went to blog options, and then here it says show tags. I'll usually just leave it on off because I don't want people to see all those tags that I put in there. And then simply click on save changes. Okay, so guys, this is the moment for you to get busy and start creating content for your blog. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the home page. This is the moment for you to start creating your content. You're going to want to create a post here and then set up your pages. But before we do that, before I finish this video, I'm going to show you one more thing. What I usually do, and this is like a tip that I'm going to show you, what I usually do to get inspired on what I want to write about, I'll usually go to Google Images, and then look at the different images that they have on LSN. right here you can see the basic tools that we have. Okay, so you can save that to your computer and then create a post about that, about the tools. If you want to talk about the compensation plan, here's another great picture. Let's look at what else we have here. This is another image. It's very, very plain, but you can use that. Look at this one. Wow. I'm going to say this. So this is what you need to do. You know, start setting up the images that you're going to be using within your blog, and it's just going to give you a better idea of what you're going to be talking about. Okay, because I know a lot of people, they're going to start off like, what do I write about? I'm not sure what to write about. The best thing that I recommend is to have at least one image per post or one image per page, and that way people don't feel like only reading. No, they can see the image and understand what you're talking about. So guys, I hope this was helpful for you. I'm going to go back here, delete this. So pause the video right now, fill in your content, so I'll be right back. Alright, one more thing that I wanted to show you. I was creating my page and I uploaded a file, but as you can see here on the right side, it says that it's going to show as a medium size. And I actually want to make this a full size. So by clicking here, you have the option to make it a very small image, to make it a large image, or to make it a full size image. Since this is a blog, there isn't much space for for the image to be too large, so I'm going to actually leave it on large. And if you want this to send people, for the picture to have a link, then you're going to want to leave it as custom URL. If not, you're going to leave it at none. Okay. And so that's pretty much what I wanted to show you before I continue here. And then all you do is insert in the page. And as you can see, we have that there. I'm going to add one more image. I'm just going to show you again. I'm going to go back here, add media, upload file. I have some buttons that I really liked. Here we go. Okay. Take action. And for this one, I am going to make it a custom URL. So I'm going to put his link there, leadsystemnetwork.com/UL, and full size. That is perfect. And then I'm going to click on insert. So what I want to do now, I want to make it center, the alignment center for both images. And you can write something right here. We have the best MLM tools in the industry. And then I'm going to highlight this whole sentence, make it center, and I'm going to make it as a heading 1. Now you can change the color if you wanted to. I'm just going to make sure it's black. And probably put it down. I have no idea how this is going to look. Page with a sidebar, publish. Now in this case, I haven't added it to the menu yet. This is a page that I just did. I forgot to add information for the tools. So I'm going to go back to appearance, menus, and I'm going to add that. And here we go. LSN products, add to menu, and then I'll just drag it to be one of the first ones. Probably the first one. And then save menu. And then if we go back here, you might see that this goes down. Okay. So in order to change this, to make sure that it doesn't go down, we need to shorten one of these, or either delete it or put it one under the other. Since I'm not going to shorten it, you can always do that by writing it down here how you want it to appear. But in this case, I'm just going to put pay plan under opportunity because it's kind of related. So I'm going to put save menu. And if I go back here and refresh, there we go. It's right here. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to click on LSN products. As you can see, it just takes a little bit more space, but it doesn't matter. Alright, so as you can see here, we have the best MLM tools in the industry, and you can always make this smaller if you wanted to, and then if somebody clicks here, it's going to take them directly to sign up. Okay, this is just an example, guys. If you don't like it, you don't have to do it like that. But anyways, so I'm going to go back to the post that I was working on, and then put something together here to show you the finished product. Alright, as I'm working with this, I kind of get some ideas that I want to show you if you wanted to do this on your own. If you want to add a video, first I'm going to make this into heading, probably make it 3, and then change the color to a blue. I can always change that back. So what I want to do is I want to add a video here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go directly to YouTube. And I'm going to put LSN opportunity. Okay. So I can choose one to add to my website. And I'm going to add this one. I'm going to pause this video. And then when I click here to share, it lets me embed that video to my website, and I can choose the size that I want. I usually use 640, this one. Okay, this is one way to do this, and I'll show you the 2 ways that you can do this. So I'm going to copy this, I'm going to go back here, and I usually make an X, make it center, and then I'll put text. The reason why I do this is because I'm going to go here, click on text, and put that code in exactly where the X's are. Okay, so if I click here on visual, I'll be able to see that. I'm going to make this center as well. And I'm going to update this because I want you to see it. So if I click here on preview changes, okay, so good thing to know, this blog doesn't let me put in code, so that's why we're going to use the second option. The second option is by clicking here on video, and it lets you put the custom embed code right here. So I'm going to paste that in there and click on update. Now it should work. So let's click on preview again. And oddly enough, it came out to the top of the page. Okay, so these are some things that we find out as we go. So guys, let me continue to work on this page, and I will be right back. Alright guys, so I am done. As you can see, I left the headline and I just put in, simple text. I did not put this to divide it because it's kind of short. If it were long, then I would use it, but it's short. So as I put update and keep that video there, I'm going to show you exactly how that looks. This is the front page. The video appears up here, which looks very professional and matches actually with the page. So I really like that. And then it also just lets you know that you watch the video above to learn more about the LSN opportunity. Okay, so guys, you can create as many posts as you want. Every time that you create a new post, it will just make this one go down because the newer one is going to appear at the top. Now remember, if you want to make one to be specifically the first thing that the person sees, then you're going to want to go to settings and then to reading. And here you can click on a static page. If you want a page to be the first thing that they see, then you'll want to select one here. If you want a post to be the first thing that they see, that to always have the same post at the top, then you'll select one here. Congratulations on having set up your first blog. All you have to do now is go to your blog and start putting in content for every single one of your pages. Don't forget, my tip is to always have an image or a video in each one of your pages or each one of your posts, so it just keeps it interactive and people will like your site even more. Alright guys, so I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you then on my next video. Have a great day. Bye bye.